Knowing your strengths and weaknesses is an important step for personal development. When we know our strengths, we can focus on developing them and using them to achieve our goals. On the other hand, when we recognize our weaknesses, we can focus on improving them or find ways to avoid them. However, it is not always easy to admit one's shortcomings. Often we tend to give up on them instead of working on them. But it is when we recognize our shortcomings that we can take a step forward in our personal development. It is also important to remember that the advantages and disadvantages are different for each person. What is a strength for one person may be a weakness for another. Therefore, it is important not to compare yourself with others, but to focus on your own needs and goals. Finally, it's important to remember that no one is perfect and everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Therefore, instead of setting unattainable goals, we can work on our personal development, using our strengths and weaknesses as motivation to achieve success. In conclusion, knowing one's strengths and weaknesses is an important stage in our personal development. Recognizing our strengths and weaknesses will help us focus on achieving our goals. Determining one's strengths and weaknesses is an important stage in the process of development and achieving success in any area of life. It helps you understand yourself better, identify your strengths and develop them, and work on your weaknesses. To determine your strengths, you need to first focus on your successes and achievements. At the same time, it is important to consider not only professional successes, but also personal achievements. For example, if you know how to speak in front of a lot of people, then this can be an advantage that you should develop. If you know how to solve problems and quickly react to unexpected situations, then this is also your advantage. Weaknesses can be identified by analyzing your mistakes and failures. It is important to consider them not as failures, but as an opportunity for self-improvement. For example, if you often forget about deadlines, this could be a weakness that you should work on. If you can't communicate effectively with other people, then this is also a weakness that you should work on. You can use different methods to determine your advantages and disadvantages. For example, you can make a list of your strengths and weaknesses, or conduct a SWOT analysis of your personality. You can also turn to the environment and ask for feedback from friends, colleagues, or family. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and this is a natural part of our existence. But it is very important to know how to use them to achieve our goals. Let's start with the advantages. Everyone has something they do well. These can be various things: the ability to communicate with people, creative abilities, quick decision-making, etc. When you know your strengths, you can use them to achieve higher results. For example, if you can't communicate well with people, you can learn this and make it your new strength. The key to success is to be realistic about your strengths and weaknesses and use them to achieve higher results. Remember that no one is perfect and everyone has strengths and weaknesses. It is important to find a balance and use your unique characteristics to succeed in life.